All right, guys, while we're kind of waiting, it looks like a lot of you have completed the column 1 of your group brainstorm. But if you haven't, if you would just head over there, and I dropped the link in the chat as well. But it looks like most of you have. But I'll just give everybody a minute to kind of look over their Smart Start column, and you're just thinking about what Smart Start you would want to use at the start of the school year to build that classroom culture. And so just take a minute to look back over yours, and then we're going to do a little activity amongst one another with that. All right, guys. So real quick, to get us started today, because we definitely want to really reflect on Smart Starts and how that can build that classroom culture that can set us up for a fantastic year with our students. So I want you to take some time to look through everybody's Smart Start ideas. And you're going to use the comment feature within Google Slides. So just in case you've never used that feature, I wanted to show everybody. Up here at the top, you have the comment button, and you can click here to add a comment, and you would just be on whatever slide with your cursor in that box. Or if you wanted to highlight the text of wherever you want to comment, you can right click and you can add a comment that way. I just wanted to be sure everyone knew where the comment feature was. And so if you would just leave 1 or 2 or however many people over the next couple minutes, if you would just leave them a comment or something that you connected with, or an idea that you might have for them, or something like that. So let's all just take a couple of minutes to do that and leave some comments. Hey, Jolanda.
Good morning.
Are you driving right now?
I am not. I am being chauffeured by my husband.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, very good.
She can't drive. Tell that story. Tell that story.
So the reason why I missed the last meeting was because I was in the hospital because I had an accident.
Oh, no.
I fell off a scooter in downtown Birmingham. Those rental scooters. Rhonda Mack, you cannot keep laughing at me about this.
I'm trying not to.
I fell off one of the scooters and I had a major break in my tibia and fibia and in my foot.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm so sorry, and I hope that you're not in too much pain.
I'm in a lot of pain now. They put me in a boot today and they bent my ankle, and it was the first time.
Oh.
And they had to push it down in there so that it could actually touch the base so that it doesn't heal incorrectly. So
I'm so sorry. Well, thank you
so
for
I'm
being at the
leaving.
book study. I mean, that would have been maybe the last thing on my mind with all that going on.
Well, I had already missed one, and it was such a good, like, I watched the video, and it was such a good video, and I just didn't want to miss out on the next discussion.
Aw. Well, thank you so much for being here. That means a lot to us. And I do hope you feel better.
I gotta say, hey, Kenny Marbury.
Kenny Marbury, Rhonda Mack said, hey.
Well, very good, guys. Thank you so much. There's been a lot of comments, and just a little plug for this. This is an awesome way for teachers to give feedback and for peers to give feedback to one another using the commenting feature. There's something about that makes them maybe want to do it more. And so just think about this like with any type of activity you're doing, you can use that as feedback for them. So does anyone want to share out a connection or something that spoke to you or something you really liked that somebody else had? So we're sharing about others. Does anyone want to go first?
Okay, I had a question though, before we use that. On this document, were we supposed to just fill out the first part? Because in the email it said just the first part, but I knew the other parts went with a book. And then I was being a typical middle school student, and I looked at everybody else's work. I was like, oh wait, am I supposed to do this?
Well, we had just asked everyone to work on the smart starts, but we also realized some people are going through the book on their own, at their own pace. So I think some people were just maybe jotting down as they were reading. But yes, for today's session, we only asked that we have the smart start column done. So you're good. You're good.
I liked how Miss Bergson tied into our stack of start days, what she was going to do, and then the full week, how she was going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I saw that as well. Where are you? There we go. Yeah, very good. Yep. I had a question for maybe it was Rhonda. Were you using the worst prezzo ever and things that rock together in a combined manner, or were you just listing both of those?
No, yeah, yes, I was thinking about how I could use that. Now, I can't remember. I don't even know where my slide is. I'm going to it.
Number 7. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. So, for the beginning of the year, I think I did my slide. Like I did my redesign lesson idea on this slide, but like at the beginning of the year, I would use the things that rock as far as like things that they like, and I would use them separate, and I would use the worst prezzo ever in presenting information about themselves and things that they like. But then my redesign lesson idea would be to combine those two things and make a thin slide.
Okay. Very good. Love that creativity and that thought behind that. Nice. Anybody else want to share? All righty.
Well, hopefully, just by looking at others, you might have gotten an idea or two beyond what you wanted to use, because there's, we've learned in reading this that the smart starts and building the culture doesn't just happen at the first day of school or the first week of school, but that it is a continual thing to always revisit and have as a part of your classroom. So, we're going to come back to that document and do more with it, but we appreciate you all kind of thinking a month out about that beginning of the school and what you would like to use to start to build the culture of your classroom. So we're going to move into the 4 C's, that chapter 14. And just, the 4 C's: collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking about them. They are ones that are skills that our students need to thrive both in school, but also in work and life. And I was doing a little bit of reading yesterday, and I found this statistic that 89% of employers look for these skills, or 89% of employers feel like that their new hires lack these skills. So it's ones that they're looking for, but like that was a staggering statistic to me. Like that's almost everyone basically that lack these skills. And we have to, you know, as teachers, look beyond the standards. We are so standards driven, like that's what our content is, and that's what we know our students need to move on to the next year. But also to remember that that's not all that happens in our classroom, but that these skills, the four C's that, you know, we've always called them and talked about them. So we're going to do a little fun thing, and we hope this is going to work today. We have the ability to do breakout rooms in our Google Meets now, just the license that we have in our department. And so Matt and Ashley are going to help me set this up. Hopefully, were y'all successful? Okay, good.
Ready to open
I
them
will just set it up, and I don't have the option to set it up because I didn't start the meet. So they've had to kind of do some work on the back end. So they are going to send everyone to one of 4 breakout rooms. If you are in, were we able to name the breakout rooms, or we're just going 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, awesome. So you actually were able to name them. So you're going to a breakout room that is either labeled communication, collaboration, creativity, or critical thinking. And you'll be in there with at least one other, maybe 2 people. And so we just want to take about 5 minutes first. We'll be in there a little bit longer, but about 5 minutes, and just talk to the other person or people in your breakout room about the whichever 4C you were assigned, and just what did you learn about it? What do you know about it? Thoughts, feelings. Do you already have this as a part of your classroom? Do you not? Just kind of have a conversation. And then we will drop into the breakout rooms and put a link to a Jamboard for you that after 5 minutes, then we want your group to access the Jamboard, find the slide that has your 4C to it. And on there will be a link to an article that just links you straight to a little section that you will want to read specific about creativity, collaboration, communication, or critical thinking. And then we want you to, as a group, add to that Jamboard, and it can be words or pictures, just quick things that would help you to share out to the other groups, because you're kind of going to be the expert, so to speak, on that one particular 4C that you have, so that when we come back together in the large group, then have one person be a spokesperson. So you'll have to talk about that in your group as well, to share what did you put on the Jamboard slide for your particular 4C, and why did you put that? Kind of what did you talk about? And so Matt's sharing what that looks like. Thank you, Matt. So this is the collaboration, and then it has the link for you to go to for the one particular section for you to read. So does all that make sense? I hope I explained it well for everyone. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to take 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes, we'll go in and just let you know that it's time to kind of work on the Jamboard, and then we'll take maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 more minutes maybe to add to the Jamboard, and then we'll bring you back into the large group. Okay?
All right, guys, I'm going to open rooms up, and you're going to get a little notification down here where you see the triangle, square, and circle, and it may pop up on your screen, so just be looking out for a notification. Here we go. You'll have to actually join the room.